Greetings. This is Skylar Saunders seeing What's Current? Trey Songz. Happy New Year, first and foremost. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you had a glorious New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. You're probably recovering. You're probably drinking. I drank Pedialyte earlier today. I always drink Pedialyte, but I'm sure you're trying to recover from the tequila shots and the vodka and the screwdrivers and the champagne and all that good stuff. Um, so I definitely am definitely in regard to that. I say that you know it's revelry. You know it's fun. It's a good time as long as you don't do overindulge in food and wine. You're all right. Salute to Abdul Mateen coming into the chat real early, mad early, son. Did you check out the new? This is brand new. This is breaking news. This is breaking news. Hold on. I just gotta type up this one thing. Yeah. I'll try to break it all down. So, um, just a little bit of housekeeping on my side. I'll get to Trey Songz in a minute, but I want to make sure it's clear that my new handle is Skylar Saunders. That I mean, it hasn't been made official yet. I've tried to go on YouTube and use it, but it hasn't been changed yet. But I'm changing it from Sky Saunders to Skylar Saunders, so it's no confusion. You're like Sky, huh? What? That's just my nickname. That's my nickname. Coke came running through my thick veins. All right, who said that? But anyway, um, yeah, $100 now. It's $100. $100. That's the Scholars 100 Club. You can contribute $100 or more in a month to the broadcast. You can be among those great list of people that will have $100 committed to my brand, my broadcast, my life. um, Abdul Mateen says, "See you making moves," sponsored by Big Star show last night. Yes, I sponsored the show. I've been sponsoring the show every year since 2014. It's been almost a decade. I'm sponsoring his shows ever since 2014. Yeah. So it doesn't pain me. It doesn't hurt me. It's not like a sacrifice or something like that, or selflessness or altruism or something crazy. It's my selfish pleasure, first of all, because one, he promotes my work, he promotes this platform, he promotes my writings. Two, I get to give somebody that has revolutionized my life. Four people in here, wow, has revolutionized my life, completely changed it over. I need 4 likes to match those 4 people. Let's get those likes up. Um, but he has completely revolutionized my entire thinking. He introduced me to Ayn Rand, yes, but also to his own philosophy of objective hate, which is true and real and needs to be spread through all the 4 corners of the world. North, east, west, and south. Needs to be spread all over the world, along with Ayn Rand's vision. But I can't get to objective hate without getting to Ayn Rand. But I wouldn't have gotten to Ayn Rand without objective hate. So it's like a weird kind of continuum. It's a weird kind of shift in the reality. But I just want to say that's my starting off thing for the new year. $100 club. It's raised from 50 to 100. I'm raising the stakes. I'm raising the money up. So get your funds together. Bring your purse. Bring your knapsack, your satchel, your merce, whatever you want to say. Bring your Cash App, your PayPal, your Venmo, and make sure we get this thing popping. Let's get this. I'm trying to get $100 from at least 5 people this month. It's been top 5 for November and December. I had top 5. Among them, I don't mean. I'm not going to name anybody, but the people who chipped in know who they are, and I appreciate them greatly because this is not play time. This is not like ha ha he he. I mean, I can laugh and have a good time, but I had to research. I had to look at video. I had to look at different aspects of a story. So I try to give you quality. I try to give you a bang for your buck, as they say. So let's keep it going. I'm here until my dad kicks me out. I'm not in my room. I'm in his room, his study slash man cave slash office. It's got a lot of slashes, but I'm really looking forward to getting into this New Year's. It could be a marathon. I don't know. It could be an hour. It could be 4 hours. I don't know yet. We're gonna see how long this takes. I have enough material backed up, to last us that long, but we'll see. All right. So first things first, off top, Trey Songz again says this is that he was accused of kidnapping and starving Celina Powell. Kidnapping and starving. He wouldn't give them food. He wouldn't give her. I said them. They said that in the article. Wouldn't give her food. Wouldn't give her water. Took her phone and threw it off the balcony. What is going on with these leading men? These men of color. They got targets on the back the size of Wisconsin. They got targets on the back the size of Texas. It's crazy. I'm just looking at it. We got Trey Songz, we got academics, and a whole host of others that have been accused. Some of them are locked behind bars, like R. Kelly and Cosby, who are convicted, who are actually guilty. And Cosby's not behind bars anymore, I don't think, no. But he was. But R. Kelly still is. And this is a host of other people. But Trey Songz, the Mr. Steal Your Girl, is actually stealing girls out here. That's what the woman who is a legend, Powell, this Powell character, Celina Powell. That's what she's alleging anyway. That's what she's saying. He took her, put her in a room, didn't give her any food or water. Is this in his character? Is this in his psyche? He's not. This isn't the first time. He had a woman that said he exposed her breasts at a party one time. He settled out of court. There was another incident, or maybe it was the same incident. He settled for $5 million. It's messy, child. I'm in the haterverse, so I get to say that. It's messy, child. It's a mess. It's disturbing. Gotta get the hat right. All right, there it is. It's disturbing. It's sad. It's twisted. It's sick. Is it true though? Like I said with academics, I need concrete, hard evidence. Pause. I need evidence. I need proof to say, because Trey Songz is guilty, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So what is going to transpire? What is going to happen in his life? How is he going to come back from? I mean, I would imagine he has a few $1,000,000 in the bank still. He has some properties. I'm sure he has some vehicles. He may have some stocks and bonds and different assets and investments. So is that going to stop his money? Is that going to stop his flow? She in the interview, she's like, he did it. He did it. She seemed very inebriated. She didn't seem very clear-headed and sober, and with her words. She didn't seem so. She was just like, "Oh yeah, he put me in a closet and didn't give me any water. He threw my phone over the balcony. Same old." Can you believe her? Can you say are there definite pieces of evidence that you can point to say that this happened or didn't happen? Trey Songz is one of the most popular singers of the past 15 to 20 years. He had so many hits. Just Gotta Make It. Um, and various other songs. And Bottoms Up, Can't Up a Wait, Heart Attack, Slow Motion, Nana, Ooh Nana. That was my cut. I like that song. Came out in 2014. I think I like the song because it came on the radio. And like Mr. Troy Star Train says, it's the programming. It's the programming of your mind, to listen to a song over and over and over again. And they play that song ad nauseum. Oh, Nana. Oh, Nana. Let's go get this cash. Oh, na na na. I'm not going to say anything else. I get a copyright strike. But, yeah, so Trey Songz in hot water again. How did he get there? How did he find that out? How did he discover that? How did he get himself placed in another potential lawsuit slash, maybe criminal charges? This criminal to kidnap, obviously, and to force somebody against their will to destroy their property, their cell phone. So it's very goofy. It's very weird. It's from the article allhiphop.com. Trey Songz is once again being accused of abhorrent behavior toward women, even though the source's reputation is undeniably questionable. That is very true. That's my own words. Quote, according to Celina Powell, who's been at the center of multiple controversies surrounding her alleged involvement with a cornucopia of rappers, Songz not only kidnapped her for 2 days, but he also starved and refused to give, it says them, I think they meant her, them water. The infamous groupie recently sat down with the We in Miami podcast and recounted her alleged run-in with the singer. She's saying F Trey Songz. I'm going to stand on that. She begins, quote, that stupid little kidnapper stole my phone and kidnapped me. Mr. Steer Girl really be stealing bees. I'm not going to say, I'm trying in the new year. I'm trying not to say it. It may come out one day. I might have to use it. Have to use it like my taser. But I'm trying not to use it. Or even not even a taser, my weapon, my firearm. But, yeah, so it's goofy. It's very goofy, and he hasn't had any statements yet that I know of. He hasn't stated anything different. So I think Trey Songz is he hasn't had a hit in was it 2000? Let me see. These are really from the 2000 teens. He hasn't had a hit in the 2020s. Not that I can see. I'm gonna look on Wikipedia.com. He's from the old Virginia. He's from Petersburg, Virginia. 39 years old, so he's an old nigga. Going on 40. He'll be 40 next this November. This coming November, he'll be 40. His last album was Back Home. Came out in 2020. It was met with mainly negative reviews. But I'm sure he still made a good penny off of it. It was in the top 20 U.S. Billboard 200 and top R&B and hip hop albums, number 9, top 10. So I'm sure he's still eating. I'm sure he's touring somewhere. He's probably working on a residency like his like Usher, which is kind of like he's like the offspring of Usher. He's kind of like the second incarnation of Usher. That's just my opinion. I think they have similar styles, similar flows, similar ideals, but obviously they're miles apart. I think Usher is just he's a wrecking ball. He's a machine. He's a killer. He's a killer on the streets. And Trey Songz is decent. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. But this kidnapping thing, this is How do you even get out? How do the lawyers sit you down and say no? Don't say anything. Don't say a word. Don't say anything. You'll hurt your case. Or they just let him say nothing, or he's choosing not to say anything. Because this Celina chick is like really adamant that she was abused in some type of way, sexually, and there's on a show called We in Miami where she disclosed most of these different allegations, where she was able to say how in all of this, Trey Songz is a kidnapper. Very serious. Like she's seems like she's telling the truth, but I need the concrete evidence. I need that in my life. I need that for them to go forward with that. I need that for reality's sake. I need that for the sense of being truthful and rational and thoughtful. It's the only way this case can even survive. That's the power of the law system, the law courts. That's one of the three agencies that are proper to a government: the military, the police, and the law courts. And sadly, R&B and hip hop stars are probably more familiar with legal proceedings than they are with going on tour, getting more money, selling more streaming having their music be streamed. You know, it's really sad. But that's the sick and sad part of all this entertainment business bullshit. It's the business of entertainment, not entertainment business. People get that twisted. People get that messed up. They don't really realize what they're saying, what they mean. So Trey Songz, it's going on 4 years since we had a hit. We need a hit. We need a hit. I don't think he had too many hits off of back. Was it going? What's the song called? What's it called? Back Home. Yeah, Trey Songz album. He had singles Back Home, the protest anthem, 2020 riots. How many times? Two Ways and On Call. The title track featuring Summer Walker reached number 12 on the R&B hip hop airplay chart. I don't even know what that means. I'm still trying to figure out how the Billboard chart gets you money. Like, how do you, and how is it? Like, I think they do surveys and they do, how many quote unquote spins, if that's even still in vogue. I don't even know if you still say spins. But how does that work? How does the Billboard charts work? I don't even know. I'm gonna look into that one day. How that actually works. But it debuted at number 15 on the U.S. Billboard 200 charts, becoming his second lowest charting album, following his debut album "I Gotta Make It." I like that song. Just gonna make it. Just gonna make it with Twister and then Twister. That was a hot track. That track was tight. But he's not though. Trey Songz is not Trey Songz is not Jay Holiday. Not like a one hit wonder and not even and just like fade away and never be heard of again. He has a lot of body of work. He has a body of work, singles and albums. He's fallen off somewhat. You gotta admit he has fallen off, but he has in his capacity the willpower to create, to make, to build. That's what's the beauty of Trey Songz. And with this kidnapping case, it just seems like profound bullshit. Or not even profound. It just seems like some shallow bullshit. This woman's trying to say all this stuff. Ha ha he he. She's laughing during the whole time. Like I didn't f Trey Songz. I didn't do anything. Ha ha he he he. He starved me. He's out here stealing girls. Ha ha he he he. It's real goofy. It's really goofy. How she even considers herself to be an upstanding woman, would be a complete joke. And I'm not caving for Trey Songz. If he did it, he did it. Let him go to go through the full extent of the law. Let him be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But I'm just saying her plaintiff, position, the position she's in to argue against Trey Songz is very sketchy. It's very, very sketchy. It's very, wet, toilet paper defense, kind of idea. Right? And he has only his history that is going to detract him or subtract away from him. His history within, the standings of being a recording artist, and there's a long list, of recording artists that have, been accused of sexual improprieties. Is he among them? Is he? Besides the allegations that surfaced years ago, what is going on with Trey Songz? Is his mind right? Are his thoughts together? What are you going to do? What is he going to do? How's he going to face his, family? How's he going to face his supporters, his base, his fans, as they like to be called? That's what I want to know. I want to know why I only have one like and there's 3 people in here that I know of. So if you're under the sound of my voice, make sure you hit that like button. That's for my algorithm. I'm trying to get to 1,000 people by the end of January. By the end of January, I want to have at least 1,000 subscribers. Let's talk on that. Stand on that business. So Trey Songz. He must have been quiet since the previous accusations. Now he may be even more quiet. He may be even shh. Don't talk about it. Don't say nothing. You'll get in more trouble. Watch what you say. Watch how you walk. Watch how you talk. I think that's what really hurt him, though. The allegations that came up. Let me see. He was arrested and charged with felony assault. This is from Wikipedia. In December 2016, of a police officer and misdemeanor aggravated assault for injuring a photographer. It was alleged that the singer, quote, began throwing objects after the venue cut his concert short due to an 11:30 p.m. curfew, and to have struck an officer with his fist. Trey Songz pleaded guilty in August 2017 to 2 reduced counts of disturbing the peace and was sentenced to 18 months of probation, substance screening, and anger management classes. This is in 16, okay? 17, actress singer Keke Palmer accused Song of secretly filming her using the footage without her permission in the music video for his remix of the Fabulous of the Travis Scott and Young Thug song "Pick Up the Phone." She also accused him of using sexual intimidation while recording her, and that at one point during the alleged incident, she hid from him in a closet. In June 2018, Songz was accused in federal court for the incident that took place following the 2016 Detroit concert. A Detroit police officer alleged in the lawsuit that he suffered a career-ending brain injury and had to undergo a hip replacement when Songz allegedly punched him in the face. The officer alleged that after being hit, he and Songz fell to the floor with the singer laying on top of the officer, causing him to hit his head on the concrete and also hurt his hip. A photographer working the show, also a party to the lawsuit, alleged that he sustained a head injury after Songz allegedly threw a microphone stand at him. Jesus, Kirk Franklin coming with the melodies of heaven. Woo! Trey Songz. God, I'm not even finished. He essentially was resisting. He was charged with trespassing, resisting arrest, both misdemeanors, and for assaulting a police officer. So he's got something against the cops. He's definitely got something against the cops and against women in general. A woman claimed that Songz sexually assaulted her at E11, I guess how you pronounce it, Miami nightclub on January 1st, 2018. She later filed a lawsuit seeking damages of $10 million. On December 30th, 2021, Dylan Gonzalez, a former member of the University of Las Vegas' women's basketball team, tweeted, Trey Songz is a rapist. Oh, it's not my words, it's hers. She said that in quotes. That's her quotes. Dylan Gonzalez. And on January 11, 2022, she released a statement on social media accusing Songz of raping her at a well-known Las Vegas hotel. Songz later denied the accusation. In February 2022, a third woman accused Trey Songz of rape, saying he anally raped her in March 2016. God damn! Trey Songz, what the hell? He's like what, 180 soaking wet, 170. He's got a small frame. He's like 5'7", 5'8", something like that. He's out here allegedly stealing the coochie. Mr. Steal Your Girl, Mr. Steal the Coochie. That Trey Songz, like, it's wild. It's wild. It's some old wild shit. You know? So if he has anything to say, I would like to hear him say it. I wonder if there's a press release or some kind of statement or something in regard to defending himself or saying, you know what, I did this. It's all true. She's not telling a lie. I'm part of this because he's got a reputation now. He's definitely got a reputation. Going against cops, injuring and hurting cops, harming them, and allegedly harming women. I say allegedly, seriously. I don't know if I'm going to say allegedly like that this year. I don't know if it's effective or not. But it's like a time warp. It's like they have right now the New Year's Twilight Zone episodes in a marathon. They call it what do they call it? It's not remix. It's something else. But yeah. So that's what this seems like. The Trey Songz story seems like a bad episode of Twilight Zone. Even though there's so many good episodes, but just appears to me, for me, just me. This is just me. I think this broad is lying. That's what I think. She seems very loose with the mouth, very like. Well, he must have had all this stuff in the past, and I can just join on the bandwagon. Ha 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 he he. She wasn't very contained and very reserved and clear headed. She seems like she was just saucy and talking out the side of her neck, and all that. That's what it seemed to me. She got in that chair. She got in the We in Miami studio. I think there are 2 women and a guy that host the show. I could be wrong, but her whole persona, her whole ambiance, her whole mystique was off kilter. Was way off, what it should be. Dan, Joey, salute to Joey. You heard my speech earlier? You can join the 100 Club during the whole month of January. During the whole month of January, you can contribute $100. I'm doing my team. I'm getting happy. If you want to support me, you want to make me a happy man, offer $100 to the broadcast. That's all you got to do. Let me see what that breaks down to. What is that? Hold on. Let me make 100% sure, because I can't do math in my head. I really am. I'm terrible. So that's like $33 a day. Hold on. That's not right. Hold on. It's $3.33 a day. That's it. If you start today, just put in $3 right now, and $3 the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Salute T. Davis. I have 3 people in here, but I only have 1 like. How is this possible? I need my likes up. Thank you for the 2 likes. Now I need a 3rd one. So, all right, I'm done with the Trey songs. I just had to fill up a half an hour worth of something I thought was very intriguing, very interesting. I might come back to it. We might switch it back and forth. But I wanted to get to Rod Digger. I have to get to Rod Digger. She's not the main focus, but she is a factor. She is still a factor. She's not relevant. I don't think she's relevant, but I think she's a factor. There's a difference. You know, you're relevant. You're all over the newspapers. You're in TV shows. You're on the press circuit. You're everything. You're relevant. If you're a factor, you're not all in the news that much, but you can still make a huge impact. That's the kind of that's what it means to be a factor in life. So I want to get to Rod Digger. Rod Digger has a freestyle slash rap over Kanye West, or the artist formerly known as Kanye West, Ye, and the Pusha T song sampling Donny Hathaway, "Dreaming of the Past." I think it's called. Let me make sure. Just checking. Dreaming of the Past. Okay, yeah. Just had to make sure. Yeah, 4 people in here. We need 4 likes. Let's go. What's the 4th like? Let's go. Come on. Come on in here. I'll be in here until my daddy kick me out. Come on around here. Come on and get this good word. But yeah, Rod Digger went in. She's gonna probably replace my top 5 female rappers. My top 5 female rapper is MC Light. Rod Digger might take her space because of the 31-year lyrics that she was talking about. She liked little boys, and like, just imagine. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. It would be an uproar. It would be an uproar if some man said he liked little girls or little boys in a rap song. Could you imagine? Just imagine that in today's world. Just imagine how he would be dragged through all kinds of litigation, probably, and all kinds of different defamation suits and everything, and just it'd be a mess. Defaming young people. But Rod Digger went in. She talked about the hip hop being 50 years old. She talked about how she's not coming at the younger generation. She wasn't trying to sit on her high horse and look down upon them and say that they're doing wrong. No, she had a wholly different spiel. She had a totally different outlook on how to best express herself within the hip hop sphere, and I think that's important. I think that's very vital to this game. She's 49 years old, I think. Let me make 100% sure. I'm just checking. And she should be 50 in December. This coming December. She's from Jersey, from the Brick City, Newark, Newark, New Jersey. I live in Newark, Delaware. She's from Newark, New Jersey. Just to make that clear. Have some clarity there. So you have to take like Like Floyd Mayweather says, you gotta take the good with the good, the bad with the bad. That makes no sense, but we understand what he means. You know, you take the good, you take the bad, you put it together when you have the facts of life. um, yeah. So it's an issue. Every I had a remix right there. It's an issue. You know, Rod Digger is definitely a bona fide MC, a classy woman, a queen of hip hop. T. Davis has the funny faces. What are you laughing at? Are you laughing at the 100 Club? Please don't tell me you're laughing at the 100 Club. You can be part of the 100 Club. All you got to do is send $3 a day for the month of January. You can start today, $3.33. I'll take $3.33 every day if it means that it'll all match up to $100. You can go over $100. You can do $110, $150, $200. I'm just looking for dollars. Oh, the Mayweather quote. Yeah, yeah. He says that all the time. Yeah. You take the good with the good, you take the bad with the bad. Like, what? What are you talking about? Um, yeah, so he's a special case. He is one of the finest boxers of all time, one of the greatest. Some say the greatest, the best ever, TBE. 50-0. It's a nice, clean, round number. I don't have Super Chat, but guess what I do have? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I do have Cash App, sir. I have to get 1,000 people, and I really don't even want Super Chat. I don't want to have Super Stickers or Super Chat because that's taxes. This way, especially with Cash App, there's only there's no taxes because they don't check your personal account. And now if I got a business account, then they would check your taxes. But I have a personal account. I can have enough money to last me, and I'll be good. That's the beauty of this game, you know. That's for you, T. Davis. Cash App. I got excited. Oh my god. Um, my watch, vibrated and let me know something. And I thought it was a Cash App. I got excited. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. So Rod Digger, number 5, number 6, MC Light. She's not in my top 5 anymore. She's not in my top 5 anymore. And Rod Digger has always put it down. She's part of the Flip Mode Squad. She talks about how Chuck D told her to read books, and to the Jungle Brothers and the Native Tongues and different people like that. And she's talking about she even talks about Lil Jon, and his whole if not Lil Jon and the Yin Yang Twins or something like that. South, down south music, West Coast music, North side music, East Coast music. She runs the gamut, so I definitely respect her for that. She has a finger on the pulse, yeah, and it's great timing. She's got an album that she's executive producing with I think his name is Young Z. They have a child together named Sativa. So just imagine how much she said that. Here's the breakdown quote from Rod Digger. KRS-One is the reason I became a book reader. Excuse me, it wasn't Chuck D. Chuck D is the reason I consciously did things to stay out of jail. Latifah is the reason I wasn't promiscuous. Wu-Tang made me aware of the food I was eating. It molded me and shaped me in a way that school and my parents couldn't. And I have to agree with her on that. And in the strange journey of myself, weird journey, weird way. I grew up on hip hop. I didn't know what the hell it was at first. I was seeing I'm working on the railroad. My sisters are older than me, and they're listening to music on the radio, and it's mainly R&B. It's SWV, Total, Escape, uh, TLC, just to name a few. I've told this story before, but indulge me. So I'm thinking about how, what is this thing? Because that's what it was. It's like with hip hop songs or even R&B songs. Um, R&B songs had the chorus, the verses, chorus, bridge, and the bridge was usually a saxophone. It was usually a saxophone break, and then they went back to the chorus, and then the end of the song. Then hip hop came in, and it was like, oh, we got to get a rapper on the song. This hip hop thing is turning up. They called it, alternative urban music or something like that, or alternative R&B. Kind of bullshit is that? Just call it hip hop or rap. They call it alternative R&B. But a lot of labels didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do with what hip hop was. And didn't say, could this be a moneymaker? We're going to make sure it's a moneymaker. As a matter of fact, we're going to make sure it's going to gross billions of dollars in revenue for various different entrepreneurs and investors. So that I think is the main idea behind what Rod Digger is getting at. Like I'm putting a story on, which you should never do as a journalist, but I do it all the time. Actually, I put the story on me because I'm trying to relate and reflect on that. I'm relating on the fact that hip hop had an effect on me. Like there are certain words and ideas that I never would have thought about if it wasn't for hip hop. Jay-Z said he's the black Warren Buffett. Who the hell is Warren Buffett? Oh, he's the Oracle of Omaha. Oh, I didn't even know who he was. Oh, I'm the Michael Schumacher of the rock roster. And that's just two Jay-Z lines. And there's multiple, Nas, talking about, the bullshit history of I can. Talking about, how Africans taught Greeks and Romans. That may have been true. But the shooting off the nose thing, bullshit. Come on now. It's ironic he's trying to, teach people, he's teaching the wrong lessons, things that aren't true. That's the worst part of all of this is the fact that people will think that some things are true and they're not. That's what happens when Nas. You gotta look in. You gotta understand. She added, this is Rod Digger. The freestyle is basically me going through the decades of life lessons that I picked up along the way. And I'm trying to end it with a message to the current generation without sounding like the old head or chastising them or complaining about the state of hip hop. Just a couple of gems for them. And that's what I respect about her. At least she did not, go over the deep end, just say, I don't know what's going on with hip hop. This is great, She's talking about, it's almost against, the dollar. She says, corporate ties generating astronomical wealth. I'm like, nuh-uh, something ain't right. Effed up contracts going on for light years. Even light years is not a matter of time, but of distance. AI rappers now, what is this nightmare? She also said in the beginning, the early part, hip hop, birthed from civil rights, mixed with that Run the Jewels. Shout out to Killer Mike. Voice of the inner city. Melly gave us the message. Blueprints from KRS got out of the wreckage. Ooh, that's a hard line. Let me stop right there. I'm going to stop on that line right there. Blueprints from KRS got us out of the wreckage. That's what Nas said to Jay-Z. And it just sounds stupid when KRS already had an album called Blueprint. Like, I think she had a dig at Jay on this part. I could be wrong, but I think that was a dig. That might have been a dig. Swag and kicks. You seem very new. Happy New Year. All right, so I'm just sending him that. I put a question mark after New Year. Oh well. Trying to do things at one time, but yeah. So KRS already had an album called Blueprint, and it's weird that it's on Kanye West. Yay! I'm trying to say his name. Yay! Because they say Kanye. People are still printing Kanye West. They're not saying Yay. Produce loop. It's kind of like Twitter. The social media platform formerly known as Twitter is X. People are still trying to get used to that. Hey, I extended my name. It was Sky Saunders. I'm trying to make sure it sticks as Skylar Saunders and have that included. If it works, of course. If it doesn't work, then we're in trouble. Okay. I see you, homie. Swagging kicks. Swagging kicks. Thank you for telling me you're from the Star Report. I appreciate that. Chopping game, Mississippi Gulf Coast. I see you out there. Now you down there in the Gulf, in the Gulf. Yep, Mississippi Gulf Coast. Yep. Okay, so that's what's up. Salute. Tell like 30 or 40 people about me, but don't tell 50 people about me. On the water. That's right. On the water. That's what's up. That's good. That's good living down there. I know you got shrimp. I know you got gumbo going. Did you have your collard greens and black eyed peas last night? And your cornbread? Yep. All right. All right, now let's get on my nerves. Um, yeah, so um that's spectacular. That's good. I'm glad you ate healthy, you ran in the new year. Where did you go to church? You go to church for New Year's, or you were home, or you at a party? What's happening? Everybody has a kitchen full of food. Okay, good to go. So I'm talking about. Hey, I did 2 meals. I had a courses. I had fried chicken, collard greens, black eyed hoppin' johns, which is rice with black eyed peas, and cornbread that my sister made, which was really good. It was very good. Um, yeah, so he said, Swaggin' Kick says, I was outside listening to gunshots and fireworks. That's the thing. If you're going to do gunshots, do blanks or do something like that because the bullets come down. This is a serious story. There was a little girl who was outside playing with her friend, her parents at the time. It was late at night. Obviously, it was around 12 o'clock, midnight. At stroke of the hour for New Year's, and the bullet came down and struck her in the head and killed her. I think that happened in Philly a few years ago. But yeah, you gotta be careful with that shooting in the air stuff. You gotta be really careful with that. That's some sketchy stuff to be dealing with. But if you want to celebrate, safely. Celebrate. I saw some fireworks last night. They were pretty impressive. They looked professional. It didn't seem like they were, run the mill standard civilian kind of. Looked like a very professional kind. They weren't immaculate. They weren't like huge. They weren't too professional, but they were small professional. It was weird. It was like a small, and they had the one that goes to the pow and the crackle sound. Yeah, that's a regular thing in New Orleans. Yep, that's gotta be regular. Yeah. I might have to head down there. I know an architect down there. She's very keen, very smart young woman. I have to see what's going on in her life. um, but yeah, so getting on with that. That's going to be a part of the plan. That's why I think it's so crucial and so uh, very important that we observe our holidays, participate in them, have fun in them. I was at the Newark Senior Center. I'll get into this later, but I was going to talk about Rod Digger. We'll talk about New Year's a little later. But I'm gonna finish up with Rod Digger. Rod Digger is definitely a hip hop queen. She is uh, one of the queens. That's the thing we have to say too. When you say the king of, you can't be like one of the kings of. Why can't you be one of the, like, Michael Jackson is the king of pop. Elvis Presley was the king of rock and roll. Tina Turner was the queen of rock and roll. These different names, these different titles that I used to despise. Now I understand it better. I understand that when you say somebody's a king of hip hop, R&B, king of hip hop, which is uh, Eminem. I'll say king of hip hop is Eminem. He's gotta be. There's no question. You want me to say Jay-Z, but it's not Jay-Z. Eminem is the king. He's not in my top 5. I don't have Eminem or Jay-Z in my top 5. But I have to admit that Eminem is that wigger for life. And the king of R&B, it's gotta be Marvin Gaye. Gotta be Marvin Gaye. He took a risk. He said, I want to talk about the economy. I want to talk about the environment. I want to talk about the war. And Barry Gordy's like, we're talking about, dancing and making love and having a good time and everything. And you want to talk about having, wars and people, all right, we'll let it go. But you'll see. And he turned into a major success. And he had the multiple ideals of, sexual healing and mercy, mercy me, and let's get it on and what's going on. He had that versatility about him. He could, flip the record and make it totally different all the way around. So what I'm saying is that he is the king of R&B in my estimation. And Rod Digger is one of the queens of hip hop. She's definitely one of the queens of hip hop, without a doubt. She has the flow. She has the stamina. At 49 years old, she's still flowing. This is a lesson to Andre 3000. Rod Digger's up here, 49 years old, sir. She's not playing a flute, which is cool. And I'm not mad at the flute. The flute is pretty cool. I listened to the album. It's very, trance-like and, very meditative. And the vibes are very mellow. But saying that, I'm in my 40s now, I can't rap. It's like, what? Okay, in your opinion, Swag and Kicks. But in my opinion, Rod Digger is definitely one of the top tier rap acts. Definitely. Without a doubt. She's definitely a class act. She has always represented for the genre, which could have been a culture, which once was a culture. She picks up, where other people have dropped off and not been able to, sustain a better part of themselves. So it's very weird how it gets to this. It's an ugly situation now. It's weird. Swag and Kick, she has no solo accolades. Let me see. I beg to disagree. She has 2 studio albums, one called Dirty Harriet, the other called Classic. So she definitely can stand on her own. She has various songs, She has songs that are just focused on herself. Some of them with other people, but for the most part, she has, she's by herself. So I respect the fact that she's done that. That was 24 years ago almost. But Classic was just almost 14 years ago. So you got to give her that much respect, sir. They can break. That's not, you don't listen to streams. Or at that time, her album, when her album came out, you don't listen to album sales. You listen to how good the music is. You listen to how good and great it is that, because you can say Vanilla Ice didn't break. He sold millions of albums. He didn't break. She wasn't even a soccer. Name one of her songs. Curtain. That's one of her songs. Classic. Straight pitting, spitting 4. Warning shots. You gonna check me, boo? That's a few songs, sir. That's just a few. Swag and Kick says the music is trash. She stole CD murder beat style and tried to do a spinoff. LOL brick. Totally disagree with you, sir. I think Rod Digger is one of the greatest to ever do it. Honestly, I'm not even like trolling or being, facetious or anything like that. I'm telling like it is. I'm telling the truth. Rod Digger is a real deal. She has that, aura about her that she's, all about, making better music, better ideas through the lens of hip hop. That's what it seems. So, no, I'm not. Swag and Kick says you trolling. No, I'm not. Yeah, I agree. I agree on that. Swag and Kicks. Queen Latifah is my top female rapper. Queen Latifah is definitely my top one. I'll run down the list. Now, the new list is Rod Digger, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, Rod Digger, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, Eve, and Queen Latifah. So that's my top, 5. Okay, people picking up. We got 7 people rocking in the house tonight. Oh, it's not even nighttime, but I'm just saying. 4 likes. We need to have 7 likes at least. We need to have that popping, moving, and popping and shaking. If you are new to the broadcast, look in the pin section of the top chat. It says join Scholars 100 Club by contributing $100 or more in a month to the broadcast. That's as little as $3.33 a day. Okay, now it dropped down to 4, 7 to 4. Wow. Okay, but that's just $3.33 a day. That's all you have to do. You can do 5. I can't. I don't know what the audio is doing. I can't. There's no way for me to fix the audio. I'm doing. It might be my voice. I don't know. But there's really no way for me to fix the audio. It's just the microphone built in the computer. So that's my top 5. Can understand a word you're blabbering. Audio is skipping. I don't know what it is, y'all. I have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. I have no clue. So if it's still that check 1 2 1 2 check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Are we tracking? Are we having better audio? Let me know. Let me understand if you're hearing me out there. Can you hear me? Give you that Allen Iverson. He'd be like, hey, remember when AI used to be on the court? Like, I don't know why it's skipping. I have no idea. My Wi-Fi is up. The microphone is the same. I don't know. I might have to cut the. I mean, it's been an hour. I might have to cut the stream short. It was still messing up because it's not. I'm not seeing anything on my end. I'm not seeing anything at all. Yeah. So, can you hear me? Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. And I have 0 people. So you know what? I was gonna do like a 5-hour show, but since the audio is messing up, 0 people are in here, and I'm over an hour. I'm gonna just pack it up and keep it moving. I'd like to thank everybody for coming through. Abdul Mateen, Swag and Kicks, T. Davis. Y'all all have to, Joey, y'all all have to respect that 100 club and make sure you contribute $100 to the month of January and beyond. Thank you very much for your time. Take care.